Hey guys, so I'm going to show you guys how I make my almost purely vegan sandwich. So I say almost because the bread that I'm going to be using is the Glutino white bread. So it's gluten-free, wheat-free, nut-free, dairy-free, but it's not purely vegan because there are eggs still inside of it. So I'm still looking for a substitute for that. And then also, because I'm going to be using mayonnaise. I haven't went out and bought the vegan mayonnaise yet. I also want to try tahini, so we're going to be using mayonnaise from first. So we'll get to cooking. So the first thing that you want is you want a pan. It doesn't really matter. I personally don't like the pure metal pans, but I don't have a clean one that's not purely metal right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn it on. I'm gonna turn it on medium, and I am going to grab the extra virgin olive oil and just literally like a little dollop in there. And what we're gonna do is we are going to spin it around so it coats the pan. I'm grabbing the tofu that I'm using, putting it on a paper towel. Oh no, it's split in half. That's okay, we're just gonna cut it then. So, tofu, and I'm gonna pat it down with a paper towel. You want to soak up all of the extra moisture in the water that retains inside of it, so that way when you cook it, your like seasonings and all that kind of stuff works better. So there's my tofu. It looks so sad, it's in half. Just drop it in there. I'll show you what it looks like. So now we're just gonna let that sit for a couple minutes. I'll probably spin it around a little bit, just like this. I really don't want it to stick, so hold on. Make sure that it doesn't stick. And on these kind of pans, they will, so I'm gonna turn it already. Okay, now I'm going to add some of that cilantro. Gonna throw it right on top. I'm also gonna add some green onions. And then I'm also gonna add some mushrooms. And I like my red onions raw, totally up to you if you want it to be raw or not. So I'm gonna put it in camera view. It's the Lawry seasoned salt. And I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit over everything. Okay, so I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit. I'm gonna turn it down because this pan does kind of suck. So now that the tofu's been cooking for just a couple of minutes, I'm going to pop the bread down, turn it on in the middle between 3 and 2. And in the meantime, I am gonna flip that tofu over and just mix the vegetables around a little bit. So yeah, now we just chill and wait for it to be ready. The only problem with these kind of pans is that you want to make sure that you are flipping this food that you put inside the pan, because it does stick to it. Even though we did put that olive oil down, it's still going to stick because of the kind of pan that it is. So just keep moving the vegetables around and stuff because you don't want anything to burn. So there's the bread, and now I've got my mayonnaise. I'm going to open this up, get our knife. And just spread it on. Okay, so now I've got some black pepper from Safeway, and we're just gonna sprinkle it on there. Now I am going to add the red onions, and I'm just going to sprinkle them on top. If you like them cooked, you can put them on cooked. I love onions, so gonna put a bunch on there. Now the rest of my green onions. And then we'll add a little bit more cilantro. Now we're gonna put the tofu and mushrooms on. So here's the tofu. I am gonna use my finger. And the mushrooms, we're just gonna... Now I'm gonna put a couple more non-cooked mushrooms on top. And now all that's left is the lettuce. And I just fold it over a little bit so it fits. Lay it right on top. Cover, smush, and then cut. This isn't really the best knife to be using, but it's the only one I could find. Boom! Now I'm gonna prop you up and give you a little closer look. Alright guys, so that is how I cook my almost vegan sandwich with tofu. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go eat this now because I'm totally starving. I like to cook. It's fun, so I think I'll try to make some more videos like this. So if you watched the whole thing, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!